Guys, so today I thought I would talk about something I have been getting a couple of questions about, and that is cerebral palsy or disability in general, and friends, and how the two kind of have to work together in order for, happiness to be happiness. So I have friends that are both able-bodied and friends who are disabled. And I will say, for right now, I gravitate towards my my friends with disabilities, just because they understand a lot of the stuff that I'm going through. Not to say that my friends who are able-bodied don't at all. Many of them are friends from way back, and they've grown up with me, so they kind of know about me. But with that comes almost a want or a thought that, well, she can run. I've seen her run. Or she can step down that curb. I've seen that too, And they don't realize necessarily, some of my able-bodied friends, how different disabilities change with age and time and progression and all that kind of stuff. And should they understand? Well, you would hope so. But at the same time, this is my life. I'm part of their life, but they only see me on my best day, or not necessarily on my worst days, because those are the days I'm not going to want to hang out. So this kind of all goes into spoon theory and the spoonie tag, but that's tomorrow's video. So if you would like to hear more about that, tune in tomorrow. But yeah, I was getting a couple of questions of like, how do you make them understand, and do you only have, say, disabled friends, or do you also have able-bodied friends, that type of thing? And the answer is yes, I do. And some friends will not ever understand as much as you may want them to. Some friends will more than understand and kind of go above and beyond and almost baby you. So it's kind of like a catch-22. There's one side and then there's the other side, and you kind of have to find the happy medium. One of my friends who is able-bodied, I won't say her name, she knows that she does have to pick me up to get somewhere, and I can walk in the mall, but she will always park in a accessible stall. And she says, well, hey, you're with me, it makes it easier for you, it makes it easier for me because my knees aren't so great. And so she really gets it. Whereas again, you'll have people, whether they're friends or not, who just don't at all understand. They say, well, you work today and this is just after work, so why wouldn't you be able to come now? Or you said that you were gonna come to this gathering, party, get together 2 days ago, and now you're bailing last minute. Well, maybe I'm not bailing last minute, but maybe I just don't have the energy to keep up the front, if I want to have to call it that, the front, the I'm happy and I'm fine and I'm not in pain front, and be social. So the short answer is there is no answer. You have to really figure things out for yourself. Decide, do you want to only have able-bodied friends? Do you want to only have friends with disabilities? And I think it's good to have a mix of the two, if I can just put my 2 cents in here, because I think to surround yourself with only one can be somewhat detrimental, in that you may then feel like you're not understood by your able-bodied friends, like, fully. Or if you only have friends with disabilities, you may feel like, well, I want to do things like normal people do them, and I don't want to have to worry about the different barriers that might come up when I have friends with disabilities, like canceling last minute. But we all know that we have to do that sometimes, being spoonies. If you identify with that, you'll know what I mean. But really, it's up to you. I have gone through periods of time where I have one group of friends for a long time, and they're all able-bodied, and that's good. And then I'll go through another point in time where I am only really socializing with my disabled friends or friends with disabilities. And then maybe a couple years later, and as of right now, I can mix the two, and we can all get together at the same gathering, and it's just like normal, pretty much. But you're always going to have different levels of understanding from different parties, able-bodied or disabled, so just keep that in mind as well. But it is very possible, many people do it, and it is one of the great joys in life to have different groups of friends. Again, life is not always like high school. You don't have to stick with one group just because, you know, that's your group. You can branch out and be a part of several different groups, and you could have friends in a pottery class. You could also have friends in a film screening class, and they could both be able-bodied and disabled. It doesn't really matter. It's just it's a big puzzle that you kind of have to figure out for yourself, but it is very possible. I'm just going to end this by saying, no matter what you choose, make sure you have some kind of support system around you, whether it's parents, friends of any sort, grandparents, just so when you go through those things in life that are harder and are a little bit trying, you can have people to lean on and guide you, and that doesn't discriminate at all. So that's today's video, and I will see you tomorrow.